Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. Talking a little loud today because, we're going through a rainstorm. Looks like it's going to stop. That's good. Maybe I can make up a little bit of time. Thanks for coming by. I am going to do this video. I had gotten a comment from someone, Landseer North. And they had a really good comment on one of the videos I had done about how they thought that it was appropriate to talk about preparedness to help yourself and to help other people, which is something I advocate as well. Before we get into this video, though, if you would hit that like and subscribe button, because it really helps us with the YouTube algorithms and keeps the YouTube zombie from biting our butt. And that's actually going to be probably the name of this video. Has the life zombie bit your butt? I thought that was pretty appropriate. Anyway, I have done interviews, a few interviews before, and people ask me about preparedness and about all the weird side of preparedness, and I tell them routinely, I have never had to fight off a zombie horde, but I have had to eat at least twice a day for 54 years. People are into the more famous side of of preparedness, and they're more into the sexy side of it. The run and gun stuff and everything, which that is kind of cool, and there are times for something like that. But sometimes preparedness is just when a regular old life zombie comes up and bites you in the butt. For example, work had slowed down for some of the stuff I was doing, and for 6 months I went part-time. The life zombie bit me in the butt. Now, fortunately, I was prepared because we had things set in place in case something like that did happen because of a downturn in the industrial side of the economy. And we weathered through it. Everything's fine now. We're all back to normal, and everything is going along swimmingly. But if I had not had a cash reserve set aside, if I did not have food stocked and freezers full, it could have been a lot harder. It could have been a lot worse. For example, if you guys are listening to this video in a car, something like that, I'm going to say odds are good you got a spare tire. Pretty sure. And I'm willing to bet that you also have enough gas to usually get where you're going. That's kind of preparing. That's about the way it is. Now, this is the unsexy side of it. Again, I'll give you that. Having food set aside so you don't have to go to the grocery store every day, that would be mind-numbing to me, because I hate to shop anyway. I would just go absolutely crazy if I had to stop at a grocery store every freaking day. I understand running out of milk. Hey, I understand that. Or you decide to, get some steaks. But the steaks you have are frozen in the freezer, and so you think, I'll just run by and get a decent steak, ribeye, something like that. Nothing exotic. Just do that. I can understand that. I can get behind that 100%. And so when things happen, like there's a power outage, or car trouble, or you go through tornado season, or if you're along the coast, hurricane season, and you have enough food and water set aside, 10 days at least, 10 days, that's all, that would fit in the floor of most people's closet. Just set it in there and forget about it. If the power goes out in the winter, make sure you got a way to heat your house, keep your kids warm. So it can be a choice whether or not you decide to go to a hotel or not. What if the power goes out and you don't have any money to go to a hotel? Or the hotel doesn't take pets and you've got pets? Well, then you can stay at your house. And you can stay warm. And the kids can stay warm. Make sure you have a way to charge up all those wonderful little tablets and things for the churns. Because if not, the life zombie will bite you in the butt. This isn't anything exotic. Again, I keep saying this. This is nothing crazy. This is nothing out of the ordinary. Back in the 90s, we were called survivalists. And that was an ominous description, a title. Darren, he's one of those survivalists. So you got to kind of watch him. He's shifty. And then it became preppers. And then, you know, they coined the term survivalist preppers, which was, you know, even worse. And God forbid, then it came down to the doomsday preppers, which I think I watched one episode of that, and it's just ultimately stupidest stuff I've ever seen. What am I preparing for? I'm preparing for life. How about that? This is what our grandparents called Tuesday. Preparing, setting aside. Because it's just so much easier when there is a turn of events and the life zombie bites you in the butt that you have a little bit of a reserve. You can take a breathing room. When you're at the top of the mountain, you want to kick off a little bit of dirt and fill in the valley ahead of you. That way it won't be so steep. Anyway, I hope this makes sense to you guys. I don't want to just ramble on about this, but if you have not started preparing, and I'm not talking about end of the world, Teotihuacan, the end of the world as we know it, SHTF, shit hits the fan. Prepare to lose your power during the storm. Prepare, if the power does go out, prepare for a way to stay warm or cool, depending on the season. Prepare to have a way to get some groceries in your mouth. Prepare to be able to prepare the groceries. This is all it is. It's nothing exotic, nothing crazy. Now, we can delve deeper into that, and we'll do that on a Patreon, maybe something like that, because there's a lot of things that are out there that can really get you. But today, for now, we're just talking about life. Take care of you people. Don't let the life zombie bite you in the butt.